Hey folks, this is Matt once again, and man, this track record of Dolph at this time. Although I did like Battle of the Damned, I mean it's Dolph fighting zombies. That's a fun movie. It has its issues, but it's fun. But the previous film I talked about, Ambushed, and then the next film was a legendary Tomb of the Dragon, and then this movie, man, definitely one of the low points of Dolph's career is this time stretch. Blood of Redemption. You have Dolph Lundgren. You also have Robert Davi, Vinnie Jones. Once again, he was in Ambushed. And the guy who is the Scottish guy in Ambushed, he's in this film as well, without the Scottish accent. Billy Zane's in the film. And it's funny, when you look at synopsis, plot details, it makes it seem like Billy Zane is the lead character based on the plot synopsis, and he's not. Not even close. And the way it's done, I don't care for the structure of it because it starts right off the bat with Dolph Lundgren narrating. He's like, "This is the story of a dead man," and you see Dolph Lundgren get shot. And you think, okay, most of the time when they do this, you know that by the end there's something else at work here. Things are not what they appear to be. But then after that, it gets into what happened sometime before. But even then, it's Dolph Lundgren in a room talking to a girl, looking at pictures on a wall, and retelling what happened even before that. So it's like we've gone backwards so that Dolph and this girl can talk and look at these boards with pictures and info to go back even more and then get up to speed. It's like I did maybe you're trying to make the movie a little bit different. I just didn't care for the structure of it all. But pretty much Billy Zane's dad is in the criminal empire. And the senator is telling the dad, you need to retire because I can't protect you anymore. Now, the dad has two sons, Billy Zane and this other guy, who, again, I think he was the Scottish guy in the previous film I talked about, Ambushed. He's a guy, and he's the younger brother of Billy Zane, and he wants to be an FBI agent. He's going to be an FBI agent. So I'll just call him FBI guy, because I don't remember the fucking guy's name. Billy Zane doesn't like the fact that his dad's retiring. Dolph Lundgren is a bodyguard who protects the dad and Billy Zane and the family. Vinnie Jones is like the nephew of Robert Davi, which Robert Davi has this fake accent. Because, Vinnie Jones. Vinnie Jones is. He has an accent, so I guess they thought, well, Robert Davi's related. He needs an accent too. And I'm thinking, you didn't really need. They didn't even need to be a family members. I like Robert Davi, but not his fake accent in the film. But anyway, Robert Davi's like, hey, my nephew wants a job. He's a thug overseas. He wants to come to America and have a job with you. Billy Zane's dad's like, okay, fine, he'll do it. So Vinnie Jones is with Billy Zane and Dolph Lundgren, and the three of them go to beat this guy named Boris. When they come out, some thugs try to beat him up. Vinnie Jones and Dolph take out these guys, kick the shit out of them. Sometime later, Billy Zane and Vinnie Jones go out to this deal. They leave Dolph behind. They go out to this deal. Things go haywire. Billy Zane gets arrested. Billy Zane's dad gets killed by a mysterious person who we find out later who that was. And Billy Zane's, I think he's in jail a couple years. 3 years, 5 years, 3 years. I can't remember. It's a couple years. Let's say 3 years, give or take. And among that time, Vinnie Jones and Robert Davi have taken over the empire because the senator now will use protection with them. He didn't want to do it with Billy Zane's dad, but he'll do it with these guys. And then Dolph, he had to escape. He's been hiding. He's coming back because years later, and this is when Billy Zane's about to get out of jail. You have this scene where Dolph goes to get information, and the guys at this S&M club. I can't really say a club, but like this S&M like place for hookers or whatever. I say that because he gets info from the guy. The guys try to shoot Dolph. Dolph shoots in self-defense. And the dominatrix lady starts fighting with Dolph. And it says something when the most memorable scene is Dolph Lundgren fighting the dominatrix. And it's not much of a fight. It's just, this dominatrix is beating the shit out of Dolph, and Dolph grabs her and handcuffs her and, said, "Hey, I said I was sorry," and leaves. But that's like the most memorable part of this fucking movie, man. Billy Zane gets out of jail. Billy Zane's girl was sleeping with Vinnie Jones to get information. The senator that was fucking with everybody. You have a scene where he's in bed with these two hot, naked blonde chicks with titties out. Guess the movie knew I was getting bored, so it threw me a bone. Or I should say, threw me a boner. Well, thank you, movie. He wakes up, both the women are dead, and he's framed for murder. So then you're supposed to be thinking, well, who did this? Vinnie Jones, he pops up once in a while to be angry. That's really his one performance, angry. It's like he took that "I'm the juggernaut, bitch," and just every fucking role has to be angry. I'm angry. I'm angry. He kills that guy Boris we met earlier. Dolph has a meeting with Vinnie Jones in this mausoleum. Dolph has his grenade. He's like, "You give me the money or I'll throw this." So he gets the money, gets to his car, throws it. It's a dud. So Dolph gets away with the money. The Billy Zane's girl shoots Robert Davi in the head. You get this shootout in a junkyard where Billy Zane shoots Vinnie Jones. Dolph shoots some guys, and then Billy Zane shoots Dolph Lundgren. And you find out that it was Billy Zane and the girl's plan all along. Billy Zane set it all up. He killed his father, killed the two women to frame the senator. Him and the girl were working all along. The two of them are out celebrating, having champagne. But they both get shot in the head by a sniper, and it's Dolph Lundgren. Because when he got shot, remember the first scene? Things are not what they appear. He had a bulletproof vest. Because I had an inkling that Billy Zane was behind it all. And whatever you want to think about that plot twist, I'm like, okay. It was Billy Zane. But first off, it seems like Billy Zane's character should have been in the film a lot more than he has been. Because there are long stretches where he's just disappeared. But yeah, he's supposed to be a main enough character that the big twist ending surrounds him. But again, there are big long stretches where he's not in it. Whether when he gets arrested, there's a stretch where he's not in it. He's in jail. There's a long stretch even when he gets out of jail. I don't remember much scenes of Billy Zane actually talking to Dolph. Part of me, it almost seems as if sometimes Billy Zane's in his own world, making like the director like grabbed him last minute and shot all his scenes and put him in. Let me put it this way: if it came out, there was some kind of weird production going on about this film, I would not be surprised. Just something feels off about that. I can't really put it. But Billy Zane just doesn't. He's not in the film much, considering he's supposed to be one of the main characters. Yeah, bad CGI blood and just even gunshots when the bullets hit the floor or hits a railing that someone's hiding behind. Really bad CGI. Robert Davi, he appears. Probably count the scenes in one hand. I like Robert Davi as an actor. He didn't need this fake accent. Vinnie Jones, he's in One Deer, over the top, angry. That's his One Deer, anger. Dolph Lundgren, it's not Dolph Lundgren's fault. It's just the plot, the story. It almost seems as if it's, I don't want to say random, but it just moves along and you're like, where is this movie going? Even the title, like Blood of Redemption, whose redemption? Whose redemption? It's not Billy Zane's redemption because it feels like he's barely in the fucking film. Is it Dolph's redemption? Because he didn't protect the father figure, the father guy? I don't even know. Like, whose redemption this really is, this Blood of Redemption. And it's just one of those movies you watch and you go, I just don't care. I mean, I would put it over Legendary Tomb of the Dragon or Ambush, because at least Dolph's in this a lot more than he was in Ambushed. And it's not so much of a waste of space like Legendary Tomb of the Dragon, where it's just this fucking kid-friendly, really is a kid-friendly family film. I'll talk about that next, if you're wondering. That'll be the next video. It was not as bad as, those two, but this, I mean, when you watch a film, what do you want to get out of the movie? Yeah, I know that's a weird way of asking it. Do you want action? Well, the action, there's really nothing to run home about. Fight scenes? Once again, same thing. Really nothing you can, other than just the idea of Dolph fighting a dominatrix, which, believe me, it's not as good as a. If that sounds shitty, you're right. But it's still something out of the norm. If it sounds great, it's not as good as it sounds. But compared to the rest of the movie, it was kind of fun to watch. And yeah, it's just a story that's really not that interesting. I don't give a. We haven't really built up much of Billy Zane's character for me to give a fuck about. And then he disappears for good chance that if he's the one that's been wrong the most because he got arrested and his father's dead, the movie needs to spend more time with him or with his character. Once in a while, his brother, the FBI guy, pops up. Dolph Lundgren, there's really nothing to his character other than he's a bodyguard and he wants to continue because he failed to protect that guy. So I guess, loyalty. Um, Vinnie Jones, he's there for a couple scenes, then gets shot in the head. I don't even know what else to say about the film. It's just one of those you watch, this was a forgettable. Forgettable. That's the best word to describe this movie. A forgettable flick that you watch once and in less than 24 I can't even talk right. I was going to say less than 24 hours you'll forget about it. Because it's nothing to really put any amount of effort to fire your brain cells to take any space in that data you call a mind. It really isn't. I mean, if you think I'm wrong, please feel free to tell me what's good about it. Especially when there's just so many other films. I mean, hell, Billy Zane, you could watch Sniper. Hell, I'll take The Phantom over this. For Dolph, even if it's not his classics, which you could just watch his classics, like that one. You just go back and watch Direct Action. You could go watch Bridge of Dragons. You could go watch Stormcatcher, Sweeper, Silent Trigger, Command Performance, Battle of the Damned, which came out the same year, The Package, which was pretty decent. There's so many other films you could just watch. Even films I wasn't a big fan of, like Detention, or what's another one I wasn't a big fan of? Blackjack. Fucking Blackjack has more going for this, because at least Blackjack has a couple of cool action scenes by John Woo. There's other issues, but even that I'd rather watch than this. This is just a waste of these actors, of Dolph and Billy Zane. I like Billy Zane. He's really given much of anything to do, and the twist, I'm like, that's the twist? Okay. Alright. I I guess. If you don't have a twist, I don't know what the hell else it would be. Alright. That's sort of the reaction. I don't give a fuck. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. And stay tuned for another video later.